Imagine a life where every word you speak is a lie. Every grade on your report card, every friend you visit, and every place you go, all part of a complex, exhausting performance. For JenniferPan, this wasn't a phase. It was her reality for over a decade. November 8, 2010. Markham, Ontario. A quiet, upscale neighborhood where nothing ever happens. At 10:32 p.m., a frantic call reaches the 911 dispatch. The voice on the other end is high-pitched, screaming, terrified. It's JenniferPan. She tells the operator that 3 men have broken into her home, tied her up, and shot both of her parents. When the police arrive, they find a bloodbath. Her mother, Pan, is dead. Her father, Pan, is clinging to life with a bullet wound to the head. Jennifer is found tied to the banister, seemingly a lucky survivor of a random home invasion. Before we go further, I want you to take a second. Look at the people around you, your friends, your neighbors, even your own family. We all think we know them. But do we ever really know what's happening behind closed doors? JenniferPan was the girl next door. She was the success story. But as we're about to see, the human mind can be a very dark place when it's pushed to the edge. As the sirens faded and the forensic teams moved in, they realized the crime scene was telling a different story. The silent motive wasn't hidden in the shadows of the house, it was hidden inside the mind of the perfect daughter. To understand why a daughter would want her parents dead, we have to go back to the beginning. Han and Pan were refugees from Vietnam. They moved to Canada with nothing, working grueling hours in factories to build a future. Like many immigrant parents, they had one goal: their children must be the best. Jennifer was raised under tiger parenting. Her schedule was a battlefield of extracurriculars. Piano at 4 a.m., figure skating until late at night, and straight A's in every subject. There were no parties, no boyfriends, and no room for failure. Now, many of us have grown up with strict parents. We know the pressure of getting good grades or making our family proud. It's a universal struggle. But for Jennifer, this wasn't just strictness, it was an invisible cage. And while most of us might just rebel or argue, Jennifer chose a path that is almost impossible to wrap your head around. She didn't just break the rules, she decided to delete the people who made them. But Jennifer wasn't the prodigy they thought she was. In 8th grade, her grades started to slip. Instead of telling the truth, Jennifer discovered a tool that would define her life: Photoshop. She began forging her report cards. She turned B's into A's so perfectly that her parents never suspected a thing. This was the first crack. The pressure didn't make her work harder, it made her a master of deception. She was living 2 lives, the golden daughter at the dinner table, and a struggling, lonely girl everywhere else. The lies grew with her. When it came time for university, Jennifer told her parents she had been accepted into the prestigious University of Toronto. She even told them she received a scholarship. For 4 years, let that sink in, for years, Jennifer pretended to be a college student. Every single morning, she would pack her bag, say goodbye to her parents, and head to a public library or a cafe. She bought used textbooks. She took meticulous notes on subjects she wasn't even studying. She even forged a diploma and a graduation photo. Can you imagine the sheer mental exhaustion? Living a lie for 24 hours is hard enough. But doing it for 4 years? Every morning, she had to remember which lie she told yesterday. Every conversation was a minefield. This is where we see the first signs of her silent motive. She wasn't just lying to survive anymore, she was becoming a ghost in her own life. Why? Because the fear of disappointing her father was greater than the exhaustion of the lie. But during this time, she met Daniel Wong. Daniel was everything her parents hated, a small-time drug dealer with a criminal record. He became her escape. Eventually, the web became too tangled. Her parents grew suspicious when they realized she had no uniform for her supposed job at a hospital. They followed her. The truth came crashing down. JenniferPan was 24 years old, and she had never even finished high school. When the truth was revealed, the Pan household turned into a prison. Han Pan took away her phone, her laptop, and her car. He told her she had two choices: stay and follow his rules, or leave and never see her family again. Jennifer stayed, but the golden daughter was dead. In her place was a woman filled with a cold, boiling resentment. She felt like a bird in a cage, and her parents were the bars. Why? Because the fear of disappointing her father was greater than the exhaustion of the lie. But during this time, she met Daniel Wong. Daniel was everything her parents hated, a small-time drug dealer with a criminal record. He became her escape. Eventually, the web became too tangled. Her parents grew suspicious when they realized she had no uniform for her supposed job at a hospital. They followed her. The truth came crashing down. JenniferPan was 24 years old, and she had never even finished high school. When the truth was revealed, the Pan household turned into a prison. Han Pan took away her phone, her laptop, and her car. He told her she had two choices: stay and follow his rules, or leave and never see her family again. Jennifer stayed, but the golden daughter was dead. In her place was a woman filled with a cold, boiling resentment. She felt like a bird in a cage, and her parents were the bars. In 2010, Jennifer reconnected with Daniel Wong. Together, they hatched a plan. It was a plan born out of desperation and greed. If her parents were dead, she would inherit over $500,000. She would be free. She hired 3 hitmen through Daniel. The price for her parents' lives? $10,000. The night of November 8th was calculated. Jennifer made sure the front door was unlocked. She went to her room and signaled the men with a flashlight. The 3 men, David Milvaganam, Lenford Crawford, and Eric Carty, entered. They took the parents to the basement. Bitch Pan begged for her daughter's safety, never knowing that her daughter was the one who had sent them. The shots were fired. Bitch was killed instantly. Han was shot in the face. The hitmen fled, and Jennifer made the 911 call. She thought she had committed the perfect crime. But she made one fatal mistake. She assumed her father was dead. Han Pan woke up from his coma. And the first thing he told the police was, "My daughter was talking to the killers like they were friends." This is the part that truly breaks my heart. Imagine being Han Pan. You wake up from a coma, expecting to see your loving daughter by your side, only to realize that she was the one who invited the monsters into your home. The betrayal here isn't just criminal, it's deeply personal. It makes you wonder, at what point does a child stop seeing their parents as humans and start seeing them as targets? In the interrogation room, the mask shattered. JenniferPan was sentenced to life in prison. Was the tiger parenting responsible, or was there something inherently broken in Jennifer from the start? I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Is JenniferPan a cold-blooded monster, or was she a victim of a system and a family that demanded too much? There's no right answer here, but it's a conversation we need to have. If you're enjoying these deep dives into the human psyche, don't forget to join our community here at The Silent Motive. Hit that subscribe button, it really helps us bring these stories to light. The silence in the Pan household is now permanent, but the lessons of this case echo through every family that demands perfection at the cost of the soul. Thank you for watching The Silent Motive. The truth is often quieter than you think.